Imagine it is late at night, a woman scrolling on her phone. She stops at a green shampoo. The label says, no harsh chemicals, kind to your skin, kind to the planet. She wants it, she believes every word, and then she scrolls past it and buys her usual bottle instead. Now, before you judge her, ask yourself, have you ever done the same? Wanted the better choice and quietly picked the old one? We all do it. We say we care about our health, we say we care about the planet, and then in the last half second, our hand reaches for something else. There is a name for this. Scientists call it attitude behavior gap, the space between what we want and what we actually do. I call it the gap between the heart and the cart. For the last 3.5 years, that tiny gap was my whole world. Let me take you back to the day it began, the day I came to enroll for my Ph.D. I did not come alone, I came with my father. I was nervous and my father looked at my guide, Dr. Dasharathraj sir, and said 5 simple words. He said, "Sir, please take care of my daughter." Sir agreed and he kept that promise every single day after that. When I first looked at my data, I almost made the easiest mistake. I blamed the shopper. I wrote in my notes, people are just inconsistent. They say one thing and do another. But Dr. Shetty would not let me stop there. He asked me one question. He asked me, yes, but so what? What is the deeper structure here? So I went deeper. I stopped blaming that late night shopper and I started studying the world around her. I listened to thousands of shoppers, then I sat with real people and asked them simply why. And 3 truths came back again and again. First truth, people do not buy green only to save the planet. They buy it first to protect themselves, their skin, their health, and their safety. The planet comes second. I call it the me first filter. The second truth, the product has to work. A shampoo that does not clean your hair cannot be saved by a green label. I call it the functional gatekeeper. And the third truth is, it's the one I still find beautiful. Nobody sees the shampoo in your bathroom, buy an electric car, and the whole world sees it in your driveway. But a bottle of face wash, it is invisible. So, the desire to appear as a green crusader simply disappears. I call it the social vacuum. And when I put those 3 truths together, her hesitation finally made sense. She was not lazy, she was not hypocrite. She was standing in a marketplace full of green promises she had no easy way to verify, surrounded by greenwashing, claims that are fake, exaggerated or unclear, carrying the weight I call the verification vacuum. So she did the safest thing. She did nothing new. She bought her usual bottle, and that was the turning point of my entire thesis. The failure to buy green is not a weakness inside the person. It is built into the system around the person. Structural friction, doubt, the broken trust. The shopper was never the problem. Maybe the system was. And here is why that matters. If the problem is the system can be redesigned. We can speak to people about their health, not just distant polar bears. We can replace empty claims with proofs they can actually check. And we can build trust instead of selling guilt. We can make the honest choice the easy choice. And that is not a small thing. The way 1 billion people shop decides the future of the planet. This is the heart of United Nations goal of responsible consumption. So, the next time you reach for something better and then pull your hand back, stop. And remember, it is not because you are weak, it is because someone built the system to make trust hard. And systems can be rebuilt. So the late night shopper was never the problem, and neither are you. I did not get here alone. To my guide, Dr. Dasharathraj K sir, you kept the promise you made to my father. You were my guide, my local guardian, and the one person I could turn to whenever I encountered a research obstacle. To my co-guide, Dr. Sandeep Shenoy sir, thank you for keeping me honest. You encouraged me to never settle for anything less than my best work. To my parents, Shri Rajendra Panwar and Srimati Savitri Devi, you gave me the courage to begin and the faith to finish. Coming from a small town where girls rarely study this far, you gave me the wings to fly. Also, to my Dada, Shri Gangaram Panwar, thank you for standing beside me always. Thank you for teaching me the value of independence and inspiring me to dream big. And above all, I thank God whose grace carried me through every single step. Thank you so much.